Welcome to our Linux classes. So friends, this is a lab session. In the last lecture, we have got an idea about how we can use the systemctl command to check the status of any service. So in this lecture, we'll understand more about systemctl command. So friends, suppose I want to enable or disable any service, then how we can use this with systemctl command? It's very simple. Systemctl status, and I'm just checking a service rsyslog dot service. Now you can see the status of the service is disabled. So what does it mean? It means that my service is running now. It is in active state, loaded, but it is in disabled state. So what does it mean? It means that if someone will reboot your system, the system will not come up with this service. The rsyslog will not be started if you rebooted your system. If you want that your service rsyslog should be started state if you rebooted the system, then you have to make it enable. How we can make it enable? It's very simple. Systemctl enable and the name of your service. I am using here rsyslog, and you can use service. It is up to you. If you will not specify dot service, it will automatically understand that you are looking for service unit. Now you can see that I have created a symbolic link, and what does it mean? It means that if you'll reboot your system, that particular service will start automatically. Again, if I am going to check the status of this service, now you can see that now it is showing enabled. Earlier it was disabled. Okay, so this way you can check the status of any service. And one more thing, you can see the PID of your service. So if I am using this ps-up and the name of this 1027107, it will give you the complete detail about this service. So here with this output, you can get the process ID of that particular service as well. Suppose if you want to stop any service, then what is the command for that? It's very simple. Systemctl stop and the name of the service. I want to stop this. Now you can see that I have stopped the service. Again, if I will check the status, now you can see that it is inactive, means dead. The service is not started. If you want to start it, then again you have to put the start. And if I will check the status, now you can see that it is in active state. So this way you can stop and check the status. Suppose if you want to restart any service, then you, instead of this restart, you can put restart as well. Okay, so now you have a lot of options like stop, start, restart, status. Okay, you can also use reload as well. Okay, so reload basically it is just reload its configuration file without a complete stop and start. Okay, suppose you have done some changes in the configuration file of any particular service and you want to reload it. So what will happen? You have simply use this command reload. So it will reload its configuration file without a complete stop and start. So how we can do it? It's very simple. Instead of restart, if you go for the restart, the service will be stopped and then start. If you go for the reload, it will reread the configuration files. Okay, now it is saying that failed because this reload is not applicable for rsys.service. So there are only few specific units on which you can use this service. Like suppose I want to use for this SSD, it will work. Now you can see that it is working for some specific units. Okay. Next thing is that suppose you want to check the dependencies of any specific service, you can use the systemctl list dependencies and the name of any unit. Let me show you that. Systemctl list dependencies and the unit name. I can put this. So it will give you the list of how the service, the SSH service is dependent. So it will give you the each and everything in a hierarchical way. Okay. So for that we have the command this. Instead of this, you can put anything like rsyslog.service. Okay. The next thing is that masking service. Masking service is also an important thing. Sometimes what happens that you do not want somebody can accidentally start any service. You do not want anybody should start any service. Then in that case, what you can do, you can mask the service. So what will happen? Anybody will try to start that service, it won't allow you. So how we can do that? Systemctl mask any service. Suppose I am using network. Now it's created a symbolic link from this to null. It means that it basically to prevent an administrator from accidentally starting a service. A service may be masked. Masking creates a link in the configuration directory so that if the service is started, nothing will happen, right? And if you want to unmask it, simply you can do this. Okay, so this way you can do the masking of service as well. So friend, that's all for this lecture. Hope you got an idea how we can learn how we can use this systemctl command, and I believe you guys are started doing practice with systemctl. Thanks for watching, and if you have time, please join with me in the next lecture.